What kind of childhood builds a mind that cannot be broken? The answer begins with falling bombs. Belgrade, spring 1999. Air raid sirens howl over the city, night after night, for 78 nights. An 11-year-old boy huddles with his family in his grandfather's concrete basement, listening to the explosions roll across the rooftops. And in the mornings, he goes to tennis practice. His name is Novak Djokovic, and the war that terrified a city would forge the calmest mind his sport has ever seen. Novak Djokovic is born on May 22, 1987, in Belgrade. His parents run a small pizzeria in the mountains, and by pure chance, tennis courts are built across the street. At 6 years old, the legendary coach Jelena Gencic watches him play and calls him a golden child, the greatest talent she had seen in a generation. Then came the war. When the courts were gone, he trained wherever he could, once in a drained swimming pool in the mountains. There was no money. His family borrowed at brutal interest rates, betting everything on a child. At 13, he left home alone for an academy in Germany, barely speaking the language. The boy from the basement was all in. He turned professional at 16, and the rise was fast. But something kept breaking. Mid-match retirements, breathing problems, collapses in the heat. Rivals joked openly about his list of injuries. The word they used was soft. In 2008, he won his first Grand Slam in Australia. He was 20. And then, the wall. 3 long years stuck behind 2 of the greatest players who ever lived, Federer and Nadal. Talented, they said, but never the one. Then, in 2010, a doctor found the answer hiding in his blood, an intolerance to gluten. He rebuilt his diet, his body, his entire life. And what came next changed tennis forever. 2011, one of the greatest seasons in the history of tennis. 10 titles, 3 Grand Slams, a 43-match winning streak. He beat Nadal in 6 straight finals. And on the 4th of July, the boy from the basement became the #1 player in the world. The fragile quitter they had mocked was gone. In his place stood the most complete player alive. The next decade was a long war of its own. He held all 4 Grand Slams at once, the first man in almost 50 years. When his elbow finally gave out and they said he was finished, he had surgery and won Wimbledon 5 months later. In the longest Wimbledon final ever played, he saved 2 championship points against Federer on Federer's own grass. And when he was deported from Australia, banned from 2 majors in a single year, written off as finished at 35, he came back and won Wimbledon anyway. In 2023, he won his 23rd and 24th Grand Slams, passing every man who ever played. And in Paris, at 37, weeks after knee surgery, he finally captured the one prize that had escaped him, Olympic gold. Today, at 39, he is still out there, the oldest man in the top 100, still reaching the last 8 of Grand Slams, still refusing to break. Look at what the boy from the basement built. 24 Grand Slam titles, the most in the history of men's tennis. 428 weeks as world #1, more than any player who ever lived. 101 tour titles, Olympic gold, and he remains the only man to win every Grand Slam at least 3 times. The sirens taught him something no academy ever could, that fear is a choice about where you put your mind. Every time the world called him finished, too fragile, too old, too controversial, he answered the only way he knew, on the court, point by point. They bombed his city. He kept practicing. They mocked his body. He rebuilt it. They banned him from the game. He came back and won. Here is what his story leaves behind. The storm doesn't decide who you become. What you do inside it does. The boy in the basement heard the bombs and chose tennis. Choose your court and hold it.